Welcome to Business Connection. I'm Liz Spencer. I have a wonderful guest in studio. It's Abigail Davison of Shinedelight Web and Writing Service. Hi, Abigail.
Hey, how are you?
Good. So I think it's important for you to tell me a little bit about your story. So who is Abigail Davison?
Abigail Davison. I am still, I'm in a learning who I am. I'm in a new space. Mm-hmm. I was very introverted, very shy, a lot of anxiety, stayed to myself. So working in web development and IT, those industries kind of worked for me. Sure. Because I could hide. Mm-hmm. Even if we were having like a meeting or something, I'd be at my desk, I'd be on Skype. Everyone would be in the boardroom, the conference room, I'd be on Skype, listening, and conversating in from my desk. Had a situation where I said, okay, now I'm challenged, right? Challenged in my faith and challenged in what my next career move would be. I was climbing the corporate ladder, right? Mm-hmm. Always had that drive to climb the corporate ladder, shatter the glass ceiling. Mm-hmm. Have that corner office with the view, and all of those things were challenged for me. Had a moment where I just sat and reflected and said, okay, where do I go from here? What's my next move? And for me, it was, look at everything that I have. What have I been doing? Because a lot of times what we need is already within us. Mm-hmm. It's already there. So we have to just do a little search to say, okay, what do I have that I can use now to get me where I need to go? And one of the things that I have is the ability to write. I have the ability to sell. Even though I'm an introvert, that sounds crazy. Right?
It does.
But it's the way,
Mm-hmm.
it's the way that I do it that essentially works for me. And now I'm out here, mm-hmm. right? I went and I said, okay, I got Shinedelight Web and Writing Services. I've always had Shinedelight in the sense of writing. I've always been doing freelance writing services. If someone said to me, I have an idea for a book, I would sit with them. Say, tell me your idea, and then tell me how this book will change your life and your future. And they would, and then I would write for them. Yes, I volunteered. And it was rewarding in the sense that I gave someone the opportunity to improve, their life. If that's all it took was, a book to improve your life, it was more than enough for me to say, okay, I'll give that to you. And then I sat there and said, okay, what can I do with this? Mm-hmm. And that's where Shinedelight Web and Writing Services kind of came about for me. And I just dived right in. Sat there with my business license. Okay, what do I do? And once I leaped in, I've been out, mm-hmm. out my box, and I haven't looked back. I'm not sure I'll even fit in the box. If I ever tried to get back in that box, I'm not sure that I would even fit. The exposure that I've had, the people that I've met, the connections that I've made are so rewarding. I have no desire to go back to introverted Abby, mm-hmm. sitting at her desk, Skype, doing a Skype call and mm-hmm. not interacting. I go to, like networking events, and what I've learned is that I have a really good ability to network, and it's like, you wouldn't think that someone introverted with anxiety would know how to do that, but the more I did it, the more the anxiety went away. Mm-hmm. The more I did it, the more non-introverted I was. I won't say I'm an extrovert, but I'm definitely not as closed in as I was. I'm very I'm very open now.
You are very warm, you're very approachable. I find that hard to believe. But talk to me a little bit about what you do for your clients. What is the web service and the writing service? How does it all come together for your clients?
So our web piece is we build out e-commerce stores, so we build online digital stores. If you have products of 1,000 or more, you want a digital store. So what we do is custom build you an online store. We use WordPress and Magento. I like to code, so I have to use the platforms that allow me to build out those customized sites for you. We do your marketing for you. So once we build that website for you, that online store for you, we then market that product for you. We market it via social media. So we do social media marketing. We market it for SEO and SEM, so we're doing organic campaigns and we're also doing paid campaigns. So you'll see different promotions, different ads for how to sell those products online. We do all that for you.
That's amazing, because I think often businesses know, they produce the widget or the shoes, and they don't have any idea now. And I think and they always try to take it in-house or not. I think businesses are not investing the way they should, and here you are offering a service that I think is your timing is wonderful.
Yes, a lot of times businesses, and it's all about, like the affordability, like what could we afford, how much we're willing to spend, and I'm going to encourage you to spend, because if you bring in an amateur, you're going to have to call a professional to come in and fix it, and it's going to be even more costly to you than to have hired the professionals to start with. Or, a lot of times businesses think, oh, well, we'll just use the all-inclusive site, and that's fine, for certain projects. But you really want to reach out to, an agency like ours, because we assume all those tasks for you. So the only thing you're doing is providing us with information, and we're doing the marketing for you, so everything that you would have to hire an individual person for, if you came to us, we assume all that for you, and then that task falls on me in terms of having those people in place to do those various marketing strategies for your product or your service on your website. You
just really essentially become a member of the team for who you're working for, because I can tell that you're passionate about what you do, so I'm sure that happens.
Yes, absolutely. I'm, like sometimes we'll have to say, she don't really work here. Like I'm not really a staff member. I'm their agency, and that's fine, because then we've built a really great working relationship. Where we're comfortable with one another, and I want my clients to feel comfortable enough to say, this person is providing our service, but she's doing more than providing our service, and I'm essentially building your revenue. So I would think you would want to, be able to reach me by phone,
right?
If I'm building your revenue.
So you also have author service, so that's an area you're diving into. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, so I've always done the ghostwriting. I've done ghostwriting, I've done editing, I've done tutoring. So we've kind of added on author marketing. There are a number of people who have books, and then they think, oh, well, I put it on Amazon, that's it, that's all I needed to do. And they're like, but I'm not, they're a couple of months later, they're like, okay, I put it on Amazon.
But I'm not a bestseller yet?
I'm not a bestseller yet. So you have to put in a little bit of work, and we teach you how to market your brand. You're the brand, you're selling your product. So we teach authors how to do that, and we help them market their products online. If they're doing events, we kind of help them figure out how to navigate that process. So if you're in a grocery store, there should be a book in your purse. Whatever you're doing, you should be selling that product. So whatever whatever you wrote about, there should be a conversation about something in your book that has people say to you, wow, that's an amazing story. And then you lead into the conversation that says, you know what, I wrote it in my book. I have a book. And then, that leads further into a sell, because once you pull it out your purse, then you put your little cube on your phone, now you've made a purchase. or you have a website, which we will build for you. If you're an author, you have more than one book, we build you your own customized website to sell your books. It links to Amazon, so customers can go back and forth, find out who you are as an author, and what, any additional products that you have. And if you're going to be doing different events, now you have your speaking engagements. So now your exposure is there. So essentially what we're doing is building your brand as the author and exposing you to different audiences, so that people are coming to buy your book or book you for speaking services.
So, Abigail, do you have any upcoming events?
We're going to be launching webinars. So we're going to be doing webinars as it relates to different web services. Content strategy seems to be the most sought after. People don't necessarily understand how to do the content on their website, so they need a lot of assistance with that. So we're doing webinars on that. We're also doing master classes. So look for that to be on our social media pages and website, where we're going to be launching a master class for how to set up a website properly in terms of publication, in terms of not plagiarizing. A lot of people pull content from other people's websites. That's a no. And how to utilize open source services properly. So we're going to be doing a master class on that. And with that is going to come a free service, which we know will be content strategy, which we're prepared for, because we want to make sure that everyone has a website that's original to their brand. So we're going to be doing a lot of content optimization. So we're looking forward to that.
You seem to have it all covered, Abigail. You really do.
Trying.
You try. Well, you do a great job, and I think, that you have, come through a journey of being a little bit on the introverted side to now here you are. So, and you have a lot to offer businesses and people with your different web skills and writing services. So thanks so much for stopping by Business Connection and sharing all that is Abigail. A joy to meet you.
Joy to meet you.
And we know you're going to be super successful, and you're going to help us be super successful. So thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to be right back with more Business Connection. Stay tuned.